FireNation, welcome back. It's OG Singe, and this is episode 3. So we just took a nap, we took some sleep, we got some of our moodlets removed. We're kind of just waiting for this show to kind of pop on. So in the meantime, let's kind of just try to break down our goals while this cooking show's in the background. I definitely want to get a car working. I want to gather some more fresh foods, so we're probably going to go and hit one of the gardens over in the south side of the map. We're also going to be looking for a side mission of collecting plushies. Thanks to Eline, that's a great recommendation. It's something to kind of work towards. And today we're going to be upgrading and leveling up our electricity, the electrical skill. Also going to be upgrading our carpentry skills so that we can get this door fixed on the base and then create a gate on this side of the base so it has some more security. Also, we're going to add a airlock to this side with carpentry, so we have some things we need to get done, some goals to go and collect things. I think the most important thing right now is going to be collecting the vehicles and bringing them to this part of the base so we can have quicker transport between certain spots in the map. And I also know that there are VHS tapes somewhere over here, so I do want to get a few of those so we can start boosting our skills and saving them inside of our journal. And I think that'll be the most important parts of today, because as of right now our skills are looking a little weak, but we do already have about carpentry level 3. We have a booster on electrical, farming, and fishing. So what we can do is kind of transcribe these into our journal. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. So I think our primary goal right now is to go ahead and try and get a vehicle started. Just because we've been walking around and it's getting dangerous. There's a lot of zombies out there. We just escaped the horde from the north side and it's extremely foggy outside, so it's gonna be dangerous. Last episode we got this generator, which is awesome. Extremely happy about that. These maggots are definitely going to come in handy. These are great for fishing, which we're obviously going to be doing sometime further down the road. And maybe even jumping into some of that maybe next episode. We can get a little cabin started. Let's see how far we can get our carpentry level though. So I am going to go ahead and read a carpentry book. So we need to grab this carpentry book and maybe some food too. Not too sure where. I think most of our food is organized in that side part, if I'm not wrong. So let's go ahead and head over to our kitchen, see if we can get a little something to eat. Crazy thing is we don't have a can opener, so we might have to add that to the list too. Try to get a can opener. Need a can opener for sure. We don't really have too much food, even though we did go get, a little bit of supplies from the area on over here. I think we left a lot of the food on the ground, so we can run back and get that. But let's focus on one thing at a time. I'm gonna go ahead and sit in front of this TV. Maybe another episode will come on. We do have a quality of life mod where if we sit on the ground, we read books even faster on top of all of the buffs that we already have. So I'm going to speed this up. So let's go ahead and just get this book read up. And there you go. We just upgraded our carpentry with these TV shows. That's why they're so important. Which means we're a step closer to getting that gate that we're going for. Definitely going to be, I think it's level 7 that we need. And as of right now, I don't think we have an axe either. So we have some things that we need to get pretty much. We need an axe, because really our only melee weapon is a crowbar. Kind of making up our goals as we go along. Don't have anything pre-planned out, but that is definitely the goal. So the fog has let up. It's time to go and get our car. And we have multiple options for vehicles. Kind of want to check out the area. I don't think any zombies followed us from our past excursions. We do have this trailer here, which is going to come in clutch. If we were to do mechanics on a vehicle, we could also get to the point of being able to hotwire a vehicle, but I think that's like level 7. And that might just be something we have to do in another episode. As of right now, we have a bunch of keys. I think we have 3 keys for vehicles. 2 of the vehicles are here, here, and then the third car is over here. If I'm not wrong, somewhere in this vicinity. I do want to check this out, but I know there's a lot of zombies that way, so I think our best bet right now, with the way things are looking, is probably going to be to go and grab this vehicle over here. There shouldn't be too many zombies this way. I do want to go ahead and get some food, so maybe if we grab something from the gas station that could just fill our tummies for now. I wish we could pick berries off of trees. I wonder if there's a mod like that where we can forage stuff. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I know there's a way to search. We can find food here, but maybe... I know that if we crouch too during this, it increases our focus radius. I've actually never used foraging. I'm not too sure. I have done some research on foraging, so I do know what it takes. I know that I think that if we have glasses on, we can see better. I'm not too sure. I'm kind of just remembering stuff from a year ago when I made videos about it. The foraging video is a video I actually never released. It's kind of just sitting in the archives. You guys want to see maybe a tutorial on foraging and trapping? I never got to that, but I would love to do a video on that. Foraging and trapping is something I've always kind of been curious about in this game. I know that they've done quite a lot of reworking on it, and there's even more to come. So let's go ahead and grab that. Jackets are also really good. I'm kind of just collecting things for further in the game, I guess you could say. So I do want to kind of just check this area out. This is pretty cool right here. This is a little first aid kit. I've never seen that before. I don't know if that's a part of the mods that we have installed or what. But, so this is some great stuff right here. I mean, this is what I was talking about. I think I talked about it in the first episode. This area is going to have a lot of the stuff that we need. Right now, we can actually pick up this fridge, which would be perfect, because there's a fridge side to this one and a freezer. The fridge that we have at the base is just a freezer. And then as you can see here, to pick up these stoves, or these ovens, we need electrical 3, which we could probably get pretty easily here. We do have our electrical booster. So let's go ahead and get, focused up. I want to try to at least get some gas in this gas can, and then we can go and fill up our gas can, bring it to one of these cars, and try to get that car going. So we have a bowl. Someone was talking in the comments earlier. I'm sorry I don't remember your name off the top of my head, but you were talking about the importance of cereal. Cereal is something that, it's decent, right? As long as you get milk or whatever, but milk is something that honestly is pretty rare, and then there's also no other way to get that without having, a source of milk, which it's not a guarantee. So we have some vitamins, pretty important. Reduces your fatigue. You can take a bunch of these if you have too much fatigue, you know, that lung symbol, and that will get rid of that quickly, so you can have a little boost and possibly, you know, fight your way out of a tight situation. Get a little box of shotgun shells here. I'll take it. So not too much food in there, honestly. We got some extra stuff, some stuff to craft with, flour, maggots, mayonnaise, potatoes. Sounds like a great meal. I'm gonna guess there's no zombies over here. Hopefully not, right? We're gonna quickly scan through here. I know the last time we came through here, we didn't really grab too much of the food. But since we're here now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stock up on a little bit of extra stuff. Kind of just grab what I can from this area. This is gonna be extremely beneficial long term, because the more food we can stockpile now, especially these fresh foods before they go bad and the electricity turns off, in the surrounding areas at least, you know, we can't get everything, but we could definitely try our best to get the best stuff. Burritos are great. Soda pops are really good too. If you look at the value of these, takes away a lot of thirst. It even takes away unhappiness. So those are great to have always. Obviously, it's going to be something that really works out in our favor. This is my first time finding a fruit muffin on camera. First fruit muffin. So these are all really just snacks, which is fine. Little things to hold us over until we can get some sort of like solid food source. I'm really looking forward to the new updates that they have coming out. They have a lot of stuff such as you know, animals coming in, livestock, so we can possibly raise things and have a way to have like quote unquote infinite food, just as long as we take care of our livestock. So our backpack's already full here, which is kind of fine. Like, this is what we came here for, was, you know, these items. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out these shelves, double check the back. I don't think there's much in the back for us. Don't think we need mechanics level 2. Most of this stuff is probably going to be stuff we looked over recently. And I think I did see an extinguisher, which I don't know if I grabbed that. Now, see, extinguishers are really important. I've had a few saves in the past where I actually ended up losing the entire base because the microwave blew up and set the whole place on fire. So we have an extinguisher now, which is actually pretty good. That's going to be able to, you know, give us a peace of mind if something catches on fire. Last step, let's grab some fuel. We'll run through that. We have a good fuel can here now. Take a bite to eat. You'll need a little bit of that. And let's drink a pop. It's going to get rid of our unhappiness here. Give us a little bit of food. And I suppose we could eat the muffin, right? Just have a little muffin break. I don't think it was this vehicle that we had. It's going to be this one here. So let's go ahead and try to add some fuel to our first car. It took a long time to get here, but FireNation, we prevailed. We have a vehicle now. Just gotta stay positive and have goals, and not let the things in life distract you from them like zombies. Alrighty, perfect. So this car should start right up now. There we go. We got our first vehicle. It's a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming. I've been road running, rocking show stunting.
So let's go ahead and bring this loot back to our base. We've got a couple people over here that really shouldn't be here. As always, strip them down. Does that man have 2 denim things on. He has no drip. Let's start this bad boy. Let's throw this gas tank in the back. We do have some stuff in here, which I'll probably just throw on the floor for now.
Here's the tip of the day.
Whenever you have a vehicle, never leave the back of the vehicle open while you're driving. It's going to deteriorate your trunk space lifespan pretty much. So just go ahead and close your trunk whenever you're driving, open it up when you need it, and your car will last a lot longer. So we're going to do a little bit of organizing, throw some of this stuff in our storage boxes. Ooh, I think this is a nature show. It might be carpentry. This would be perfect. It's actually trapping. Okay, so we were just talking about trapping and we almost have level 2 now. So we might be able to get something started there. We have some more cooking utensils. We have a roasting pan now. I think we had found a pan also, a frying pan, which we can make some goodies with that. And let's try to put all the fresh stuff in here so it obviously lasts a lot longer. Alrighty, and now everything's organized. I do need a little bit of a trash can because we have some trash on us here. Scrap electronics you can use for repairing generators further down the road. I think we'll go ahead and save some of that. But in the meantime, I do want to maybe try and see if we could just get a little bit of a small trash can. I know there's some trash cans in here that hold guns technically, so let's remove this broken glass. Whenever you're removing broken glass like this on a building, always make sure that you have a weapon in your hand. If you don't, you're going to cut your hand. And then you'll have to tend to that injury. All this loot is pretty much what's going to supply us throughout our survival series here. We have so much loot to use, a bunch of scopes, pretty much unlimited ammo. We would never run out of ammo at this point because this entire building over here is also jam-packed to the brim with ammo. For now, we'll just put these cans in here because I don't want them. And we have zucchinis, which is nice. This is the trash cans that I was talking about. So I think what we're going to do is actually try to just drop all this on the ground. And we can pick up both of these trash cans. I don't think I've checked out this area yet for the loot, but it's going to be most likely, you know, weapons, things that we're not really going to be using too much of right now. And most of everything else is just going to be the loot that we saw at these counters. There might be something in here behind the counter that we could use. But at the end of the day, we have mostly everything. There's a bunch of guns here. We don't really need guns right now. So I am just going to head back to the base. Might just take this also. We need a bit more storage in the base. You can't go wrong with that. As long as we have all that stuff, we'll go ahead and deposit a little bit. So we're going to add in this extra storage in here. And most of this stuff on us right now can kind of just be dumped in random places. Right now we'll just put this bucket here. Soap obviously in the bathroom. Black hair dye, I'm not too sure. Kind of just using this as a junk drawer right now. So we already have some fishing stuff here. We are missing a fishing pole. I'm pretty sure I can create one with one of the angler books I had. If we're able to, I'd like to go fishing next episode. Maybe find a nice lake, check out this area, make a little pathway to the lake itself. In the meantime, we have a bit more loot in here now though, so our food situation's looking pretty good. I do want to go ahead and head over to the greenhouses just so that we can kind of just do some looting there. We have a pretty big trunk in the back of this vehicle here, if we fill up the back of this with all the fresh fruits, we should be good for quite a while on food. I do just want to catch the greenhouses before it completely runs out. Make it speedy. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of zombies over here because this is where we came from when there was a horde of zombies chasing us. As you can see, our frame rates dropped a little bit there. But we do have all this stuff here, which I would like to just throw into the back of our vehicle. There's a lot of zombies here. I think we could take them on. There's not too many zombies. Probably should have turned off my vehicle, but we'll get to it. And that was everything. It's a lot easier when you have not a lot of negative moodlets. Your weapons do a lot more damage, especially this machete. It's the best weapon I have, so I'm super lucky that we found it. Oh wow, what is this? This is one of our dead bodies. He came so far, I remember this. He came so far. He came from all the way over here. We're gonna need a lot of the cloth that you get from these items, the clothing items itself, to make the walls. This is awesome right here. We found a bulletproof vest. Look at all those pluses we get. Bullet defense, scratch defense plus 25, and a bite defense plus 10. That's going to help us out quite a lot. We're not going to have to be too worried about shooting because there are no NPCs in the game right now. So, and here we go. We got an axe. That's perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. It's going to help us along our journey, especially for carpentry. It's one of our goals right now is to get our carpentry up. Alright, now that we've taken care of all those zombies, I do want to grab this bit of loot that we have here. These cabbages are already rotten, unfortunately, so that does mean that the greenhouses are probably rotting a little bit right now. Let's just back up the back of the truck to this bit of loot and throw it in the back. I mean, cars are so beneficial. I'm so lucky to have found these things. Dismantle this a little bit, boost up our electrical a little bit because we're still trying to do that. You know, we have so many goals that sometimes they start overlapping, but I promise we're going to get these things done. Alright, and there's that. We're going to close the trunk. For now, this area is pretty looted. I think we could also check out this little part to see if we can grab another axe or something. This building is going to have a lot of weapons in it, which honestly we could use. There's no going wrong with more weapons. And for now, let's head into this part of the map, see if we can find any weapons, things of that nature. Hopefully this alarm doesn't go off. Alright, perfect. We got the light here. And here's some zombies, but it should be fine. This is exactly what we needed. Hand, axe, machete. Literally what we're looking for. Another machete. I'll take it. Can never have enough of those. And this will probably be mostly it. I would say maybe let's grab another machete. These machetes will last us quite a while. You can always repair them, but as you repair weapons over time, they, one, cost more to repair, so having multiples of them is definitely going to be beneficial, but then also the repairs do less and less over time, so you'll see over time that these machetes are actually going to come in clutch, because that is the #1 weapon I use. It's the best weapon right now, and I don't think anybody could argue with that. Let's go get some of this fresh foods from the greenhouse. Right now we have quite a lot of moodlets working against us, so we're probably doing like 50% less melee damage right now. Maybe if I could juke these guys out, that'd be best. Perfect. Let's head to our location, which is down the road here. And then maybe we could check these houses for a can opener. We kinda need that still. On the way to the greenhouses, I did just notice this. This is gonna be really beneficial. It's gonna help us a lot. Again, more food, you can't go wrong with it. So this is entire supermarket, and we just found a cart. That is perfect. So this trolley, you can run with it. It has so much storage space, and it acts as a backpack pretty much that you push around. We're gonna fill this thing to the brim. I'm gonna put our duffel bag in there. It's gonna take away a lot of our encumbrance, which is exactly what we need. This is actually perfect that we found this, because now we can literally just put everything in this cart. 60 plus space is insane. Okay, so let's drop this cart here, take care of this zombie. I guess we'll have to skip the TV channel today, but finding all of that loot, that food inside of this supermarket is actually really good. I was wondering where that zombie's growling is coming from. He's sitting under the tire. Still, I forgot he was there. So let's see if we could just throw all this in the back of the trunk. Literally just transfer all of it real quick. Let me see if I can actually put this cart in the back. We'll see. Let me see what I can do here. There we go. Sometimes you gotta figure out the UI. It's a little different just because it's a mod with the vanilla game, but it works out in the end. Our cart is in the back of here. We looted the supermarket. Didn't think we were gonna do that. And now we're finally to the greenhouses, which this is gonna provide us with a lot of fresh foods. Honestly though, we might be here a little too early. These crops may not even be fully grown. So let me see if any of this is actually even ready to harvest. So yeah, we got some stuff ready to harvest. And every single one is going to give us quite a lot. This is going to upgrade our farming, which we have a multiplier. So let's kind of just show that off to make sense of it, right? We have 42 XP in farming. We farm one thing, we have 102 XP. So it's just going to keep going up, and we have so many plants that this will probably bring us up to like 4 or 5 without the booster, because we don't have the book on us. But in the meantime, some of these are not ready to harvest, some of these are rotten. We'll just go along and kind of just grab all of these. Alright, so there's that greenhouse. As you can see, this is why I wanted to come here. We have a whole lot of cabbage seeds, which we can put into packages, which is pretty cool. And then the cabbages themselves, 300 cabbages you can't go wrong with. We're going to throw all that in the back of our vehicle, which I think is still on for some reason. I don't know why we left the car running. Go ahead and turn that bad boy off. There we go. I think it's just that one zombie in this vicinity, which is fine. We might take care of him. You know, we might just let him hit the door forever.
2 seconds later.
Getting tired of this guy banging on the door. Gotta go, man. Gotta go. So these are carrots. Go ahead and check it out. We have this greenhouse, which is pretty good, fully looted pretty much. And then we have this one, and that is most of the loot over here. I think these have some stuff in them, but you know, we're really here just for the food. Yeah, all of this is ready to harvest, so this one's probably going to take even longer. But in the meantime, we'll get to going, get to harvesting, and get it done.
10 seconds later.
Alright, before things get too sticky here, I'm going to exit this situation. So this is the game plan here. We have a lot more fresh fruits and vegetables to grab from this area, but as of right now, there's a little bit too much zombies, and our moodlets are kind of just working against us entirely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut through this greenhouse, get inside the car, hopefully, and dip on out of here if we can. Might be able to lure them over here or have them hit the windows so they don't look at me as I try to get into the car. There we go. Keys in the ignition. Let's back up on out of here. Not trying to die, but I will be back for the rest of that fresh food that we're desperately going to need in the long run. But for now, let's just park this bad boy up. I want to face the back of the truck to the base so we can have quicker unloading. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and organize all of this.
Alright, so I did go ahead and do a bit of a loot run, and you'll never believe what we found down in one of these stores over here. So that is another task checked off the list. We found quite a lot of loot. We found the can opener we were looking for, and we check out the back of this car, there's a bunch of loot in here. Bunch of food, more can openers. So I believe there's more in the back of this van also. Yeah, so the trolley's also full of stuff. You got a sledgehammer. So this was a pretty good run. I do want to go ahead and get this stuff stored. I think we might have to go and grab a refrigerator. This video is getting a bit lengthy. We do still have to like find VHS tapes, level up carpentry and electrical, which we can always thread into the next episode, of course. I do want to go fishing in the next episode. Maybe go check out one of these lakes around our base and possibly set up a cabin type of area. I was thinking we could cut through this part of the forest, maybe make a path. So for now, I'm just gonna like organize some of this stuff. I definitely just wanted to show you what I did find because it's quite a lot of stuff. The sledgehammer is gonna be huge. This is one of the best things that we've found. So let's go ahead and get to doing that, and I will be right back.